Imagine growing up in Ajegunle, AJ City, where your breakfast is hope, your lunch is hustle, and dinner, maybe Garri and prayers. But what if three kids from the trenches, two girls and one guy, turned their Sapa life into billions? Sounds like Nollywood, right? Wrong. This is the story of Ahmed, Bolu, and Titi. Buckle up, because this tale is crazier than a Danfo driver on Third Mainland Bridge. Meet Ahmed, born in a one-room apartment in Ajegunle. Ahmed's family shared one mattress, and their toilet was a bucket outside. His dream? To be a tech guru. Problem: the only computer he ever saw was in a cyber cafe. And even that one was slower than a tortoise walking on quicksand. Here's Bolu, the queen of Sass and dreams. Her mom sold akara by the roadside, and Bolu helped fry those golden balls of goodness every morning. She wanted to be a fashion designer, but her sewing machine was her grandma's rusty hand-me-down. Still, Bolu sketched dresses on old newspapers, dreaming of runways while dodging her landlord's wahala. And Titi? Oh, Titi was the bookworm with a brain sharper than a new razor blade. Her dad was a keke driver, and her school uniform was patched so many times, it looked like modern art. Titi wanted to be a doctor, but the closest she got to a hospital was selling pure water outside one. These three were tighter than the fish wey dey inside sardine can, united by one thing: big dreams in a small pocket. Life in AJ City wasn't joking. Ahmed, Bolu, and Titi faced drama daily. Ahmed got a job as a load carrier at Mile 12 Market, hauling yam sacks to save for a second-hand laptop. One day, a customer cheated him, and he lost a whole week's pay. He cried that night, but the next morning, he was back, hustling, harder than ever. Bolu's grind was next level. She started sewing clothes for her neighbors, but one customer refused to pay, saying her dress looked local. Bolu did not cry. She turned that insult into fire. She started posting her designs on Instagram using her cousin's phone. Her first viral post: a dress made from leftover Ankara scraps. Caption: local, but global. Titi, she aced her WAEC, but university was a pipe dream. No money for JAM form. So she started tutoring kids in her area, teaching biology with chalk on a blackboard nailed to a tree. One day, a rich parent offered her a scholarship, but asked for a favor in quote. We all know what that means. Titi shut him down, saying, "My brain is my currency, not my body." Through all this, the trio had each other's backs. They'd meet at their secret spot, an abandoned bus in Ajegunle, dreaming, laughing, and promising to make it big. Ahmed would say, "One day we go buy this Lagos," and they would laugh, not knowing how close they were to that truth. Fast forward to their 20s, and things started clicking. Ahmed taught himself coding from YouTube tutorials on that rickety laptop. He built an app that helped market women track their sales. One day, a tech investor saw it, and bam! Ahmed's app got funding. He named it AJ Hustle, and it blew up across Africa. Bolu's Instagram moves paid off. A big designer in Lekki saw her work and invited her to Lagos Fashion Week. Her collection, inspired by Ajegunle's vibrant chaos, stole the show. Next thing you know, Bolu's brand, Ankara Rebel, was dressing celebs from Lagos to London. Titi, she won a scholarship to study medicine abroad after acing a national science competition. She came back to Nigeria and opened a free clinic in AJ City, treating people who reminded her of her younger self. Dr. Titi became a household name, saving lives and inspiring kids. By their 30s, Ahmed was a tech mogul, Bolu was a global fashion icon, and Titi was a medical hero. They moved from zinc roofs to mansion in Banana Island, but they never forgot their roots. They built schools, tech hubs, and clinics in AJ City, lifting their community up with them. Here is where it gets juicy. One day, the three friends got a strange letter, hand delivered to their offices. No sender, no address, just a note saying, "Meet me at the old boss in Ajegunle. I know your secret." Secret? What secret? What the hell is this? These three were open books, or so they thought. They met at their old secret spot, the abandoned boss, now rusty and covered in weeds. The air was thick with tension. Ahmed wondered aloud, who they play this kind prank? Bolu rolled her eyes. If he stab my ex, I go scatter his head. Titi, the calm one, just said, let's hear them out. Then a woman stepped out of the shadows. She was older, maybe in her 50s, with a face that looked oddly familiar. She smiled and said, "You don't remember me, do you?" The trio was confused. Was she a teacher? A neighbor? The woman laughed. "I am Mama Ngozi, the akara seller you bought from every morning. I watched you grow, hustle, and shine. But I've got something to tell you." Mama Ngozi dropped the bomb. Years ago, I was more than an akara seller. I was a silent investor, watching kids with potential. I paid for Ahmed's first laptop, Bolu's sewing machine, and Titi's jam form. I did not want you to know because I wanted you to believe in yourselves, not in handouts. The trio was speechless. Ahmed's jaw dropped. Bolu started crying, and Titi hugged Mama Ngozi like she was her own mom. They thought their success was all due to their own efforts, but this woman had planted the first seeds, quietly, from the shadows. Mama Ngozi was not rich. She had saved every kobo from her akara business to help kids like them. Now she was sick and needed help. Without hesitation, Ahmed, Bolu, and Titi rallied. They paid for her treatment, built her a house, and named their new Ajegunle Community Center Mama Ngozi's Haven. From Ajegunle to the world, Bolu, Ahmed, and Titi proved that dreams don't care where you start. Hard work, grit, and a sprinkle of kindness from a stranger can change everything. Your hard work is your superpower. Keep grinding, stay true, and who knows, maybe your own Mama Ngozi is watching, ready to spark your story. Naija no dey carry last. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the story, hit the like button, drop a comment, share it with your people, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this. See you in the next one.